Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Just wanted to talk about this game where just a silent killer in the game. So we're playing for play d5 here. Whenever they play this move, we try and control the center, and we don't try and play any silly moves to try and stop the situation. Maybe this is a mouse sleep who's going to play the English, but he improvises to play this move, and then we, instead of taking and getting the pawn takes, and then he controls some dark squares on our side of the board. We push forward here. He gets his bishop out, trying so if he closes down the pawn chain, links it up, his bishop's outside the pawn chain, which is really good. We want to defend this pawn now. It's not really a pass pawn, but I want to say it. But yeah, it's just defending the pawn. And then, like I said, he closes the chain up. We're defending. Sometimes this pawn becomes weak. Now we're going for a trade here. If he takes the trade, we get the queen out. If he goes back here, if we take, then he takes. He opens up his rook. So usually in a situation, especially against, you know, if you don't trade your piece on their terms, you can trade on your terms, and that'd be moving back if you're white. Then he takes back, and then it's opened up the rook. Sometimes you can see the fishing pole trap if you haven't known about that. Sometimes it's all about opening up the rook and then attacking, and then making your opponent feel sorry that they ever took that piece for a pawn. So yeah, now we're just fixing up the center, just castling as well, trying to control the center, trying to get piece activation here. After trading the bishops as well, he only had his active piece out and it's been taken, and now he's only got his knight out now. Now white's so behind him in in the opening now because he's in development. His development is lacking. We could take here and then take back. I think taking with the bishop is a lot better because you can take and trade my very good bishop here. But we didn't do that. We went for this, just trying to, work on getting an opening with his king. And yeah, just going for rook here. If we did it immediately before, he could have actually gone for the trade with the bishop, and we just run back. And this bishop's now looking a little bit silly because he's got nowhere to go, but he's defending. So it gives you an idea, maybe his bishop was better along here, even on, let's say the b5. So I have to move back, defend this pawn, even though the pawn is not that great. Just pushing here. I played this move just to try and throw off my opponent, because this knight is sort of controlling some important squares here. Even this square and this square, and I thought once this knight goes, it might be a lot easier with just the bishop coming defending as well. And then we can throw the bishop in for a trade. Typically, some people are scared to lose the bishop, especially when it sits in front of the king, fianchetto. We take, move the knight across, and this pawn is still causing havoc now because this knight hasn't got many places to go. And then knowing that, we could trade knights there. And then we push this knight away, knowing that this knight has got nowhere good to go. So we're controlling a lot of squares. So either two squares, both look pretty ugly at this stage. Goes back there, we get the rook. Because all the trades that happened before, now we've got like the h-file here as well. And it's not going to be easy. If we push this here, stop any moves as well, it just makes it look even uglier. Yeah, he takes. We don't want to trade, but we've got to check here, because if we trade here, he trades, get an active rook, and things start happening for him right now. All right, so we move forward and check, and then yeah, we're going in for the mate here, and as you can see, he's got nowhere else to go now. Check, and remember what I was talking about, this pawn. Very important, this pawn does save the day here. And yeah, this is it, mate in one now. And we've got the rook in, and that is the game. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. As you can see, this pawn was the one that actually saved the day. Stopped the retreat of the king, and also the queen would stop from going, this king from going down the light squares. But yeah, we actually sacrificed a piece here, sacrificed this knight. And yeah, went for, we could have even played this move. Could have been quite interesting as well. Probably not. No, avoid that. Yeah, but we just finished this off. And just, he couldn't attack. As long as we gave checks, He had nothing else. Get the check in, the final check, and then we had the mate. So I thought that was a really good play. The opponent didn't see it coming since we had this pawn coming here. Usually, as well, these pawns actually make good blockers, especially for the king's escape. So whenever you've got a pawn here and it escapes everything, stops the king from escaping, you know, two rooks can come in and even start attacking. A lot of checkmates do happen like that, especially with a pawn even like this. This could even be a pawn as well, delivering the same mate. We don't even need the queen, it's just the pawn defending everything as well. So yeah, hopefully you find this video instructive as well. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.